What's up, everybody? It is CeeLo here from the JD CeeLo podcast, coming at you once again. And I'm going to give you my intimate take on the Denver Broncos Week 4 game against the Las Vegas Raiders. And it's at the Raiders, which makes it a little bit tricky, but I truly believe we can squeak out this win, and I'm going to explain why. All right? But before I do, like I always do, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notifications button down there. And make sure you share our content. All right? This goes out for Broncos country, all my Bronco fanatics, all my peoples on the Twitter world, the IG world, the Facebook world, wherever you find yourself rooting for the Denver Broncos. I'm a Denver Bronco for life. I have been since the young age of 6 years old. And I remember it just like it was yesterday. All right. So let's go into this. Let's get into this conversation with the Las Vegas Raiders against the Broncos at Vegas. The Las Vegas Raiders, the only team right now who are 0-3, coached by the one and only Josh McDaniels. And if anyone is surprised about why the Raiders are doing what they're doing, they really shouldn't be. I have never been a fan of Josh McDaniels. I never liked him when he was coaching the Broncos. And that's pretty much it. I understand they're going to be hungry for a win. It is the Raiders. They're going to be playing at home, so this is a very big game for them. However, if I look at their statistics, they are very much alike to what the Broncos are doing. The only problem I have with my Broncos is whether or not I'm going to get that finally clicking when it comes to Russell Wilson, when it comes to Courtland Sutton, Jerry Jeudy, whether he's 100% to come back, and play really, really good football. My running backs I'm not worried about, even though that first week we fumbled twice at the goal line. But between Melvin Gordon and Javonte Williams, we are still a great two-headed monster coming out of that backfield, and that's all I need when it comes to the running game. If the Broncos can stick to the running game and take those opportunities to make these second and shorts or third and shorts and be able to convert these third downs, then we can really, really get into that game and squeak out a win against the Raiders. I understand it is a home game for the Raiders. They are 0-3. They are desperate for a win, so we're going to get a really hungry LA, you hear me? A Las Vegas Raiders team. That's how fucking crazy it is. I still call them the LA Raiders. But I truly believe that if Russell Wilson can play the football that he was playing towards the end of the San Francisco game, as ugly as that game was, but the Russell Wilson I saw playing that game was the Russell Wilson of old, which is moving your body, getting out of the pocket, extending the play, and doing everything possible to get that first down. And that's the Russell Wilson I want to see moving forward. I understand it is a new offense. I understand it's a new coach. Nathaniel Hackett, I love you. I love your bravado, what you bring to the team. But I need you to really hunker this shit down and get this shit right. Because Russell Wilson is the type of player that can really win you these games if you put him in the right position to win these games. Okay? He's a really good quarterback. Let's not try to make it seem or make it act like he's not that quarterback. He is that quarterback, okay? He's literally in the prime of his career, 33 years old. This is where these guys solidify themselves with tremendous numbers and go really, really deep in the playoffs when it comes to this age and the type of experience that Russell Wilson has, okay? So now my receivers being Courtland Sutton, I need the ball to be distributed a lot better. I need the tight ends to get involved. I need Alvaro involved. I need Beck to be involved. I need just a tremendous, tremendous amount of distribution of the ball. Jerry Jeudy, I need you to stop with the lack of catching the ball. Okay, there have been plenty of games so far, not just this year, but previous years, where they could have been decided based on the fact of whether or not you're going to catch that ball. So Jerry Jeudy, I expect a really, really good game out of you. You know, from an offensive perspective, I need you to come alive, okay? Because this is now becoming ridiculous. KJ Hamler, I need something drawn up for this kid, Okay? I need Hamler to have something going on in the offense with him. That is way too much speed. I understand he was hurt. He's coming back from an injury. I understand all of that. But I need him to have something drawn up for him. He needs to be involved with that offense. Okay? Draw up a deep pattern pass, whatever it is. Get that kid involved. Okay? Again, running game has to be the number one thing. Russell Wilson needs to be able to effectively have a good running game in order for him to have that play action work for him, as well as being able to move out of the pocket. Offensive line, I understand you're banged up a little bit, but I don't fear the Las Vegas Raiders like that when it comes to their defense. I do not fear them. They've been giving up a shitload of freaking yards when it comes to passing the ball and even running the ball. And that's where we come in, because our defense has been killing it. We've only been averaging 12 points a game when it comes to that defense. Patrick Surtain was only targeted 5 times last week. 5 times. And yes, it was the San Francisco 49ers. Yes, it's Jimmy Garoppolo, but it doesn't matter. He knew well enough not to target in that area. Okay? So from a defensive perspective, I expect this game for the Broncos to be literally seething out of their teeth to get after Derek Carr's ass. Okay? Now, when it comes to trying to shut down Davante Adams, I'm not too concerned right now. I'm really not. Because think about it. It's 3 games into the season, and what has Davante Adams done? You tell me. He's had plenty of opportunities. This is his boy, Derek Carr, who's throwing on the ball. And where's Davante Adams at? Now you got corners that are going to be all over him. Could possibly, really, honestly, take him completely out of the game. So now what are the Raiders going to do? We've gotten really good against the run. And when it comes to Randy Gregory and Bradley Chubb coming at you, Derek Carr, run for your life. That's what I'm going to tell you. Because if not, you're going to be hearing this all day long. All day long. All day long, Derek Carr. Nothing but... That's demoralizing. Demoralizing. You hear me? Now, when it comes to this game in terms of score, I'm thinking 21-17 Broncos. I feel like our offense, our team in general, is going to have a really, really good, cohesive game this week. I think that this is the week where the Broncos wake the fuck up and they say, this is what our identity is, this is who we are, and this is what we're going to do going forward. It's going to be Russell Wilson. It's going to be that running game, and it's going to be carried by that defense. So 21-17 Broncos final score. And I'm all over it. I will be glued to my set watching this game because we definitely can walk into that building and squeak out a win. And there you have it. Broncos 21-17. If you thought that I was going to say another score or I was going to pick the Raiders, you're sadly mistaken. If it was the Chiefs, I might have a little bit of a problem. You might have seen me pick the Chiefs, especially if it's at Kansas City. Because right now I feel like my team is not there to compete with the Kansas City Chiefs right now. But it's not. It's the Raiders, and they're 0-3. So excuse me if I'm a little optimistic. You don't like it? Change the channel. So there you have it. Broncos 21, Raiders 17. And I predict a pick 6 out of this game. There's going to be a pick 6 somewhere. And Derek Carr, you got 4 interceptions already this year. So guess who you think is going to be? Yeah, it's you. It's going to be you. All right? So, good luck, buddy. It's Broncos all over that Raider ass. And it's CeeLo, and I'm out.